How's it going? It's Tuesday night. That means it's game night again, and we are going to continue our adventures with Mixture. We are on episode 7, and we're having a lot of fun with it. Less fun with the battles, which seem to be a little too long for me. I think the one from last week was pretty epic, like 10 minutes or so. And if you died anywhere during that, then you have to go back to the beginning, and that kind of sucks of the particular battle. So that I'm having a little bit of heartburn with. However, the puzzle part of it, super fun. Love it. Absolutely have a great time. Okay, so we're going to go and see what the next section is. I think we just completed the beacon for Area 2. And we're going to continue on and see where it leads us next. Ah, yes. I remember I went inside. I went inside the one. I want to go over there for sure. Collect some resources. I went in. I concluded at 1. Ah, yes, that's the way I came down. One statue, then the arm came down. We walked across and went inside this other statue. So, all right, so glue, jump. We have another save point right there. Okay. Well, we know how to do this. Yeah, let's get our seeds. 23 seeds. All right, we're going to jump over, but we don't want to go beyond that, so we want to be very careful. Okay. So we got glue to climb back up, and not sure why we would need to do that. I guess in case we missed something. Okay, so we got, let's make sure we have our, let's see, an orange. There we go. All right, so we're going to jump. We're going to break that, get some more seeds. And we have to just kind of fall, I think. All right, well, let's do that. No, not that one. Let's be careful. Oop. I tried to be careful. All right, no worries. And we've already got those seeds. I think we want to land down there. Okay. Okay, we have there's a checkpoint there. That is rust. And we have seems like we want to jump from over here maybe. I don't know. We want to jump from a higher point. And we have a manta ray over there. So let's address that. Let's how about we glue him? Okay. So I did take a little bit of damage there because I was kind of freaking out about the rust coming back. Okay, we're going to jump, and we're going to checkpoint. Okay. A little bit of a different angle. So struggling with that a little bit. All right. Then we have rust. Whoops. Nope, wrong one. Okay, let's get some more materials because we were using the wrong one. Oh, hello. So We kept running. We don't know why we kept running. So, we want to get off the back edge there and come back quickly. So, oh, it's a slide. Okay. Oh, so is that. Okay, that's all right. That's good to know how that works. All right, let's we don't want to do that. Let's get these seeds first. Okay, and we have a checkpoint, so we want to break, glue, checkpoint. We have a seed. Climb down, and we can bounce if we need to. But let's see if there's anything else. There's a checkpoint here. Bounce. Okay, so let's go get the seed first. I missed. All right. Now, bounce, glue. That's like a fireplace. Okay, we have our checkpoint here. So we're going to bounce. I want to know what that is. Okay, so we're going to walk down here. We're going to bounce. We're going to climb. Is there anything? We have some seeds there. Can't really climb. No, we're on a checkpoint, so. There's rust there. Can we climb down the way we climb up? Just curious. Yes. Yeah, so then we can jump. Okay. 2 more seeds. Liking all the seeds. All right, we get bounce. We've got rust. We have a manta. So let's handle the rust first. And we'll bounce. Then we will glue that guy. Still kind of a little bit of ways, but good enough. All right. Checkpoint. We're going to jump. We're going to bounce. And then we can break that. Climb down. Climb down. Climb down. Okay. All right. So, let's make this a. All right. Well, that's no bueno. But it's good where we are. Okay. That was a little better. Okay. And break. Nope, that's not the right one. Nope, that's not the right one. Okay. Got that handled. Pretty sky. Oh, we're back to the Mercury. The Mercury Sea. Let's get all our mats. We have them all. I don't think I have all the purples I want, but let's go ahead on over here. clear off that. Oh, there's. Okay, so suggests to me we're going to have another battle. Let's look for purple before we get on there. There's some. Ah, yes, there's purple. There's materials on the boat. Therefore, we can expect a fight here. Bye. Oh. So I don't have anything to make glue with. But we know how to handle that guy. We can just bounce really quickly once he touches us. So hopefully that's all we're having to do, because I can handle that pretty easily. I could see this becoming, a little hectic. And I've lost part of my boat. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, we lost. Oh, we're flipping. Oh, wow. What are we supposed to do about that? Okay. That's good, though. We're on like part 2, so we're not all the way back at the beginning. This is just World of Warcraft doing a dance here. Okay, probably I've got to do something with that tentacle, because I can't let him flip the boat. That's a bad thing. I've got Freezy, so okay, no worries. Oh, let that one hit me. Okay, well, that mixture didn't help any, so maybe we need to hit that. I mean, that seems the only other option we have left. And these are random to some extent. Well, I don't know what to do now. Do we have any orange? That killed us. The orange. Aha. Okay. Mixture of a mixture and Yeah. Okay, so it's a mixture and an attack. Okay. I think I'm pretty close to being near the end though, so I think we're getting it figured out. Also, I'm gonna touch the rust. Okay. All right. All right, we don't get any health back. Did it kill me? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Oh. All right. Well, time for the boss. Doing a lot of posing there. Octavia, the pride of the order. How the mighty have fallen. All right, this is boss number 2, I think. Ah, the little insect returns at last. Much has occurred since you fluttered away. I am now the true leader of the order. Are you now? You might think you are, but there's nothing new in that. Your insolence still outmatches your stupidity, I see. How dare you light the beacon without my consent? I had an artifact of light on me, and it did fit perfectly into the beacon slot. Nothing personal, Octavia. Like how she's posed there. Except, yes, I sense it, the alchemy. Perhaps not so stupid after all, little pest. I recognize it, your power. You got rid of that stupid goat for me, eh? Yes, I did. You should have never questioned my authority. And neither should have Pangolin. Shame, I always liked that one. It's you who did it, you backstabbing demoness. Hush now. But your medallion, give it to me, or I will leave you a broken shell. You will get what's coming to you, but you will never get that. Second thought, I prefer to take it. Squishing you will be the theme for my next song. Alright, so we'll have to figure out the mechanics here. Maybe more tentacles. Yep. And we got... Okay, so we need to clear the rust. Okay, so it's a mixture of rust clearing, tentacle dodging, and these guys, who will give us health back, though, for sure. Alright, so my audio crapped out here during the gameplay, so you're going to get some third-party narration for the rest of this. So this boss fight took me a little bit of time to figure out. It was pretty clear that you had to avoid the tentacles slamming in, and when it dropped rust on the platform, you had to clear that up. Now, I don't know the actual names of the mixtures, so I call them from counterclockwise from right to left. I call them gluey, freezy, breaky, and rusty. Because in my mind, while I'm playing, I don't have time to think of the proper names or anything like that. So we're going to go over the mechanics of this boss. There's a number of them that you need to really pay attention to, and there's the trick that is actually to beating this boss. So first of all, like I said, you're going to get these tentacle slams everywhere where you have these red things. You need to get out of them, and there's a tail sweep as well. What you don't have to worry about are the manta rays that come in. 3 out of 4 of those are going to be killed by boss mechanics, and the other ones, just eat the damage, because you're going to be killing these balls all out throughout this, and you're going to get plenty of health back. So don't worry about the mana rays at all. Every time the rust pops up, immediately clear it off. And then she has this scream mechanic here. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so if you notice on the far right, there's red rocks. That is one of your targets. See the white circle? That's what indicates that that's one of your targets for beating the boss. What you need to do is coordinate that, hitting that with the breaky mixture in combination with the tail sweep. So as you notice, I just hit it with breaky, and the tail sweep came in and broke that block. That moved us into phase 2. And you'll notice the pattern of the tentacles has changed. Now they cross up and they sweep across the entire platform. Whenever they come out and cross, what you want to try to do is hit the rusty right at the crossroads where they are. That way you can clean them both up. This block to the left is going to be the next one that you're going to break. And just be prepared for when there's a tail sweep to drop breaky on that, and that will be that. You'll notice I just need that manta ray because it just doesn't matter. Now keep your mats up. That's another aspect of this, and you can fall off the platform, so be careful of that too. So we're going to keep dodging tentacles and clearing rust. We're going to keep knocking. I typically hit the bouncy with the balls with the bouncy, and you're going to see this little chunk of the platform raise up, and she's going to scream. You need to absolutely get behind that chunk of rock, because if you don't, she blows you off the platform, and it's done. All right, so we're going to keep clearing mixture. We're going to try to set up the breaky mixture with tail sweep, and you'll notice sometimes I throw it over there proactively, like I just did, because I didn't know when the tail sweep was coming. So I just kept that on the rocks, and you'll see now we have the second one. We're going into phase 3 now. Again, ignore the mana rays, and when that happens, when it goes across, just run through it. Take the one hit, run through it, and you'll be fine. Now, this was the hardest part for me, was trying to get the breaky mixture on this block to the left, because it was difficult to kind of shift my focus off the platform onto that. at the proper time. So you'll see I'll go through several tail sweeps where I actually won't get braking on there. And you'll see the manta ray, we ignore it. If we can touch it and then zip away, that's fine. But we didn't waste any mixtures trying to get it. Now we do again the bouncy mixture on the balls. And we try not to run along with the tentacles. And so you'll see, you'll see the block pop up, get behind the block, and she screams, and you're safe. All right, so working on breaking that third set of blocks here. And we got rust, got a tail sweep, we missed. Zipped away from that manta ray after touching it and it blew up. Tail sweep, can we get the, nope, I'm not going to get the brakey on the block, and that's okay. Get out of the tentacles, clear the rust. All right, now, are we going to get the brakey on? Nope, not going to do it again. So you see it a little difficult from the perspective of the one on the left trying to get it on there. And like I said, oftentimes it's not bad to proactively drop the braking on the blocks in prep, because you're not really sure when the tail sweep is gonna happen. All right, we got another screech. Gotta get behind the block. Proactively dropping a brakey on that block just in case. And we got a tail sweep. Is brakey still on the block? Nope. All right. So we'll just keep doing the mechanics. After you've done this fight about 10 times like I did, trying to figure out the mechanics, it's not hard to dodge all this. You get pretty used to it. Brakey. I'm going to get it this time. Looks like it. Let's get out of the tail sweep, and there we have it. So that is the third block, and she is down. And I'm not able to read the text to you, so I'm going to be cutting out all the text, the story text. But basically, she's like, oh, I'm still going to beat you, and she goes running off into the depths, which is where we're going to be headed to next. We're going to follow her over there. All right, so this path now opens up. We can wander through. These look like dragon scales to me or something like that. Or maybe they're petals of these flowers. I'm not sure. We're just going to wander across these on our way to the depths. Which is actually quite a lovely place, visually. Alright, so came in here, tried to clear that rust, see if there was anything interesting under the rust. There's nothing there. Basically, we've got more of the Mercury Sea, and we've got blocks to jump across, and these things are just sort of guiding us through, shepherding us through. They don't do any damage to us. They just pop up and they're there. And when you come in, you notice I don't have any materials for mixtures, so we have to collect that. And as you see on the left there, we are in the depths. Now, there are a few glyphs in here with some storyline, nothing of great importance. Just kind of moving the story along a little bit. How pretty that is. Alright, so now we're in an area where we have to do some puzzles and a few battles. The puzzles are kind of cool. We do finally get our materials for our mixtures. So this puzzle here, we have to step on this platform and it starts an elevator. So we're going to go up here. Then we have another, so on this ledge we've got another button to step on. And what this button does is it shuts off that barrier, and enables us to get down and push this button. which starts that platform moving back and forth. That took me a little bit to figure out because there's a timed button here that will shut off that barrier. Basically, you do the braking on that block and jump on the block, and it'll take you through the barrier, and you have your checkpoint, which is awesome. Next puzzle. We're going to go up here to this button. It's going to start an elevator. It's going to take us up to that next tier. Oops. If you fall off that, you will die as well, just an FYI. Yeah, we're going to go over here and step on this button, and this enables this pathway. We'll move this over, which will then start that moving platform there. And so we can just kind of jump on over and ride it to the next area and a new checkpoint. All right, we think we're safe. We're moving down, and oh no, we're in a fight. This fight was actually really, really long, and it's a fairly small area to work in, and a lot of mobs. So we're going to do gluey on these guys. I don't really know what the proper, what the most effective one is, but gluey seems to hold them in place long enough for me to do them some damage. So I was grabbing a few of the wrong mixtures there. Fortunately, we've got plenty of materials. But basically, glue is your guy on this for the most part. And this is a fairly long fight. And this is something I've found with this game. You have pretty long fights that if you die, basically you go back to start. And I'm talking 10-minute fights. That if you happen to accidentally fall off the platform in the 9th minute, you go all the way back to the beginning, which is a little frustrating. But that being said, going to continue using gluey on most of these things, and I will leave you in silence to watch the rest of this fight. Fortunately, you do get some balls every now and then. Well, you're getting healed by most of the things you kill in here, so as long as you're balancing your damage to healing ratio there, everything's fine. I guess that makes sense. As long as you don't go below 0 health, you're fine, right? I promise you silence. And there we go. Again, we're going to skip the storyline. All right, this is an interesting thing. Once you climb on here, it gives you some information. It says if you're on one of these platforms, you can use your hand to actually pick up the moth knight and drop it off at a higher thing. So that's kind of cool. Alright, now we're at the next puzzle zone. So, this took me a little bit of time to figure out. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but there's a couple of aspects of it that were a little bit escaping. Let's just put it that way. Alright, so, let's take a look at these buttons here. What all do they do? Oh, that's a timed button, and it shuts off that barrier over there on the bouncy thing. Alright, well that's no help to us at the moment. So we have a bouncy here. We're going to go ahead and enable it. Bounce over. Clearly this is the only button available. That's a time button. And we still have bouncy, and we've got rust we have to clear before we land. Or we take damage, like that. So that's no bueno. Alright, so let's bounce again. ready to clear rust, and bounce again. Push the button and it starts that platform moving there. Okay, so that platform will take us over to the other barrier. This took me a few tries to time this just right. Yeah, oh look, there's a seed. You have to actually in the bubble for you to be able to lift your mop. Could have lifted it down there, but and kind of triggering the mixture menu there. Alright, oops. The lifting mechanic is a little dicey. I will say that. Okay. Alright, so when you die, you actually have to start this whole thing over again. So I have saved you the trouble of me doing all that over, and we were able to get over and bounce. And push this button, which activates this mechanism there. I had a little trouble getting that to complete, and it brings down 2 more platforms. So we're going to get back here, and we're going to have moving platform, and now we have 3 platforms to get across. There we go. And a checkpoint. Thank goodness. Alright. Again, we go across a platform and it drops us into a battle zone. And the same kind of thing. It's all gluey stuff. The balls you can again use bouncy on. And remember, you can also use bouncy and then use those balls as a projectile to attack things. I often find in the heat of the battle, trying to recover materials, not fall off the platform, and run away from things and not get hit. I just tend to use glue repeatedly. That time I used bouncy. Had the wherewithal to do that. Oh, as you see, one of the shielding items popped up, so that becomes kind of a pain. And I just ran off the platform, I think. Nope. Yep, just ran off the platform. So, one more time. All down, lots of glue. Lots of glue and lots of time recovering materials. Because there's a whole bunch of stuff in the drop. Yeah, I was able to be bouncing on the ball there. Again, we have the barrier. I knocked it off the platform, so it virtually died at that point, and now I'm trying to recover some health, so we've got to kill something to get some health back. Okay, we've got the shielding element now. I glue him and run over and kill him real quick. And there's just lots of bads, and my health is suffering. Mainly because I can't kill anything, because guess what? We got a shielder. Kind of spazzing there with the glue mixtures. Alright, get out of there, get some kills, health. And this is the kind of fight I'm talking about, 10-minute long fight. that if you slide off the platform accidentally or allow yourself to die, 9 minutes in, start over. Very frustrating. So I guess the answer to that is get good, right? Back at full health. Oh, out of materials. And the materials are shielded. That's always good fun. So now I'm just kind of dodging, trying to get to this guy. I have no mixtures whatsoever. And I'm being chased by all kind of stuff. You just kind of zip around. It's funny, if you kind of halfway trigger the mixtures, you'll get a kind of a slow-mo effect. You'll notice I'm moving very slow right now. All right, so we gotta clear out our shields on our resources. Mainly because I need to recover health. So, zipping around, avoiding things, collecting resources all at the same time. And we've got a shield again. That's not going to help. Got all our mats back. All right. Looking a little worse for wear there with health issues. Alright, so we got the barrier guy off. Now, we can kill something, we can start recovering health. I think we did get some health from the shielding guy. Oh, shielded again. At this point, I'm throwing glue everywhere. Almost there, I think. See, the mixture is up. The mixture menu is up, and the slow-mo is kind of in effect there. Alright. Give that. Even though there's a creature left, the fight's over. You see the wall barriers have gone. Alright, let's go get this seed over here first. And we have one of the interactive hand-raising bubbles pop up. Did struggle with, again, controlling and getting the moth to go where we wanted it to. Using that, it wanted to jump off in the opposite direction of where we wanted it to go, and I was able to lift it up high enough to where it jumped off the wrong way and fly it over to the platform I needed to be on. All right, got a button there. That button starts this elevator here. And takes us up to our next checkpoint. All right, now I did try a little bit after here. There's another fight, and I was getting really fatigued about this time, so I decided to go ahead and stop. So we're going to break off here. And I think I'm telling you pretty much everything I just told you over the last 40 minutes. I'm just doing a summary of everything here. And then basically saying I'm done for the night, and I will see you again next week, where we will continue in the depths and hopefully finish that up. And then I believe I probably thanked you very much for coming and for sharing your time with me and for any new subs and all the rest of the things. All right, on that note, we're going to let you go. We'll see you next time.